Hey guys, what is going on? This Zip of RageQuitTV gonna be casting a game between the Spoon Terran, aka Mouz.ThorZaIN. He is going up against the Mana Bear Sheth, spawning as the Blue Zerg. It is a ZVT on Tal'Darim altar, and they are spawning on cross positions. This is the Korean ladder because Sheth is on Motivation, which is just his Korean account. I don't know why he chose Motivation. Maybe because you gotta have motivation to play. Sheth, one of the most mana players around, and ThorZaIN actually very mana too, and a lot of the Koreans did say, well, ThorZaIN is the best foreigner, but he has had a little bit of a slump, it seems like, not winning any major tournaments, but coming in second place in a lot of them. ThorZaIN is just all around consistent. He may not take the big titles, but like Marine King Prime, he is always near the top and getting very good placements on almost every tournament he does enter. He plays for a late game. That's how he got his name, the Spoon Terran. If you don't know what it means, it basically means he's going to turtle up and then come at you with a spoon. And it won't kill you. He'll just hit you for a very long time until, well, you had enough and you gotta say, okay, put that spoon away, I am done. You are no fun to play against. And, looks like, I don't know what's going on. Sheth and ThorZaIN are having chat. It doesn't look like ThorZaIN knows this is Sheth's account. We'll see if Sheth does reveal himself. And most likely he's going to go for a 15 hatch because, well, every single Zerg I know goes for a hatch first opener. And it's normally a 15, so Sheth is going to be taking that eventually. Looks like it will be a 16 hatch. It is Tal'Darim altar, so he can go a little bit later. Doesn't really matter, 14 to 16. Generally you see 15, sometimes you see 16. If you're Damaga, every now and then he throws in like the 17 hatch. And that's when he sees like a 2-rax coming. I saw it one time. He saw like a 2-rax, goes for a 17 hatch, just so he can get a lot of extra drones to deal with the 2-rax, because he's going to be pulling all of them off. But we'll see. Sheth has a 55% win rate in ZVT, which oddly enough is his worst percentage. All around, Sheth does have a 60% win rate when it comes to tournament play. So, like ThorZaIN, he is just overall very solid. And Sheth is solid because he does perfect scouting. No one really scouts better than Sheth. He even invented the Shethling. And if you don't know what that is, you get 2 lings right off the bat against Terran and leave one near the base, so he'd leave it like right here. And then at like 6 minutes, this ling would be running in, assuming the Terran player goes for a reacted Hellion build, and there's only one Marine. These deepers, of course, would be lowered, and the ling goes in and gets a complete scout. Sheth will also move this one Overlord all the way down here eventually, and well, move it into ThorZaIN's base. I don't know when he'll move it in, probably around the 9-minute mark, just to see exactly what ThorZaIN is doing. Why the 9-minute mark? Because, or maybe the 8:30. Between 8 and 9, Zerg always wants to get a scout on Terran, because the mutas are going to be coming out between 10:30 and 11 generally, and that's why every single Terran I've ever watched recently does do some type of push against Zerg. They want to get to the Zerg's base around 10 minutes, just before the mutas come out, because most likely a Zerg's going to be stacking up that lava, stacking up the minerals, so they can build a lot of mutas right away. If the Terran does hit their base at 10 minutes, it forces the Zerg to build a lot of units, which means they won't be building a lot of mutas. And additionally, mutas are not that great at defending against a lot of Marines. And, well, it just kind of shuts down the mutas in the early game. We'll see if that's what happens. ThorZaIN not going for a reacted Hellion build, as he does have 5 Marines out on the map. And looks like he is getting a reactor with a Hellion now. This is just not the standard one. These Marines are coming out a little bit early. And hold on 1 second. There we go. Just have to move my mic up a little bit. The spine crawler is coming out from Sheth. You can see this was built at 5 minutes and 15 seconds. I believe we'll see, looks like 5:05 or something. You always want to get it between 5 minutes and 5:15 because the Hellions hit your base right around the 6-minute mark. So if he was going for reacted Hellions, well, the spine crawler would have been done and he would have been able to defend against that. And, yeah, that's all there is right now. I think this one queen was actually down here while the spine crawler built, just in case Hellions came. You could use 2 queens to kind of block them a little bit. ThorZaIN going to be taking his expansion, and it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, he's already getting another command center. ThorZaIN very known for going for a very fast double expand. Sheth does have a few lings out, so he can take out these destructible rocks if he wants to. I'm kind of surprised he isn't just yet, but then again, he doesn't have any scout on ThorZaIN, and that one Overlord looks like it's happy with this position, so he did not move it all the way over here. Maybe he's worried about getting picked off by Marines. 2 Hellions are coming, and Sheth really hasn't got a scout in some time, but he is going to be going up to the base. Because it is around 7 minutes, he just wants to see what ThorZaIN has, and is going to commit quite a few links to this, surprisingly enough. And looks like at the same time we have ThorZaIN come into Sheth's base, but Sheth has a spine crawler with these queens here, so no damage being done. And we're approaching that 8-minute mark, so ThorZaIN wants to leave his base around 8:30, but I don't think he will. He doesn't really have the Marine count to do that. The mutas would be coming out in like 10 minutes, and, well, with only 4 Marines out on the field, he wouldn't be able to deal with the mutas up here, so Sheth has complete map control right now. These lings will be taking out these rocks, and Sheth may actually go for 4 bases right away. He is getting a macro hatch, so he may decide against that. He is going to start spreading that creep, and Sheth is in a very good position right now. ThorZaIN, though, is getting a starport. I'm only saying Sheth's in a good position because these Hellions are right here. If the Hellions were up at the doorstep and Sheth couldn't be spreading his creep, I would be a little bit worried. Sheth actually getting another spine crawler, and ThorZaIN is going to push out anyways and getting to Sheth's doorstep around 9 minutes and 15 seconds, it looks like. Doesn't have that many Marines. Stim is just about complete, 50 seconds away. That stim will be done before mutas come out. It looks like it's timed at 10 minutes, so we'll see if ThorZaIN uses these Marines for much with 2 spine crawlers. This one spine over here, Marines won't be able to go up in this area. They could, however, go around here and start doing damage. Scan does go up. Sheth is going to take out the spine crawler. Yes, he does. And takes no loss there. The spine crawlers do get a few pokes, and there was a creep too, but not a spine crawler. My bad, guys. Those rocks are down from Sheth, and ThorZaIN hasn't really seen any of the lings, so this could take him by surprise, as Sheth does have 35 lings on the way to go attack ThorZaIN. These 5 Marines are going to be trapped, and this could be so good because, well, he's taking out those Marines and taking out 6 Marines, actually. Keeping that Marine count very low is a nice thing. A lot of Hellions with a few more Marines back here will defend. And Sheth can't do too much more damage, and I'm going to lose a lot of lings there. Now they do start turning away. But killing those 5 Marines was actually huge, because that's going to stop a lot of aggression from ThorZaIN. ThorZaIN now cannot do any drops, and Sheth not going to be going for the mutas. He is instead going to go for an infestation pit, which I do like. You normally see Ling muta against Terran, but every now and then the Zergs do mix it up and go for infestors, and that's what, like, Idra is missing. He would never go for the infestors. I'm going to see how much damage this actually does, and maybe Sheth's doing this because he just sees how many Hellions there are. Hellions are great at killing Zerglings if they don't get fungal growth. So if Sheth can land a fungal growth on all these Hellions, he'll do so much damage to ThorZaIN. Just because ThorZaIN doesn't have many Marines, and speedlings against just a handful of tanks without really any support will do very well. We do have Sheth taking his 3rd base. He didn't go for another expansion just yet. 101 supply to 105. And Sheth just has a lot of lings right here geared up to do a run by. This Overlord does make it over here, and he will be coming in just in the nick of time. He knows the timing on that, wants to go in right around 12 o'clock to see when ThorZaIN does take it. Doesn't see anything just yet, but he does see the gas now and the command center, so he knows exactly when ThorZaIN takes his 3rd base, and this is when Sheth should be thinking about taking his 4th base. Zerg always wants to stay at 1 base ahead of Terran. And if I was Sheth, I'd be taking a base maybe over here or here next. Maybe that's not a good idea, but against Terran, I mean, I guess you have a big counterattack, but I always like trying to force the Terran out of place, and I'd say right over here, because right here could be suicide. Terran could just siege up this area, still protect a lot of their area. They wouldn't be too far away. But if you take this base, put up 1 or 2 spines to prevent against drops, it can be actually pretty hard for the Terran to deal with, just because they want to move the mech all the way over here. They're so out of position. You can just go in and try to trade bases. And ThorZaIN not really paying attention, going to lose a few Hellions right here. They do get trapped, and 6 Hellions do go down for relatively no cost to Sheth. ThorZaIN going to be doing drops. What does he know? He knows about the infestation bit, so he knows it's not mutas. And the Lings are going to be coming into this third base. ThorZaIN way out of position. He was all the way in the middle of the map. Good run by Sheth. Sheth is taking his fourth base, but that drop will be coming. Sheth now forced to retreat, but he has stopped mining, going to this wood kill count. He's only killed 5 SCVs, and now ThorZaIN is going to do a drop right here. This hatch is going to be canceled. And another reason I don't like this base is just because of the high ground right here. I have a lot of trouble when I do play Zerg against Terran just because of that high ground. And oh my god! 2 Infestors go down. They will kill these Marines, but that is a big loss just for a handful of Marines. And at the same time, we do have, okay, only 2 Vikings. Do they have any kills? 1 kill, so 1 Overlord has gone down. But again, I really hate this 1 high ground. Just 1 tank with a handful of Marines down here can be pretty hard to deal with. And ThorZaIN does have 2 tanks right here. These Lings are going to come in and surround these Marines. Those Marines will be going down, but it's not as big of a deal as if Sheth was going mutas. Looks like the Viking has to get out of this base, and Sheth does take a ninja base right here. I don't like this base, again, just because I really try my best to avoid any place where Terrans can siege up and abuse that siege. We do have ThorZaIN with another drop. And again, this is just the spoon of ThorZaIN coming out and containing the Zerg to as few bases as possible. And he is going to see this, but it doesn't look like he is going to go. Oh no, he is going to be going for that, dropping a few units. The Lings are going to come to deal with this 1 drop. And it's not going to do too much damage because the Lings are here. The Marines do get picked up, and now ThorZaIN will be just going elsewhere. We do have this 1 Viking again. Another spoon of ThorZaIN. Not really doing enough damage to call it game or do too much, just annoy you. Sheth is supply capped pretty much right now at 174 out of 178. This drop does come back down. Soon as Sheth does leave, the drop will be coming back, but ThorZaIN needs to siege everything up. Get in siege mode, ThorZaIN, and there he goes in siege. And now this 1 drop will see this hatch finish, and you can't cancel, and the spoon will continually hit this 1 hatch until it does concede. And now ThorZaIN just going to look and take this 1 base out. This is what ThorZaIN is known for. It's just stopping you from taking bases. And now the Banelings come. He lifts up and gets out of there. The Infestors do not get any fungal growths off. And looks like this hatch did get canceled. Now ThorZaIN going to be picking back up and checking what is over here. He doesn't know about these Infestors, so he could get fungal growth and taken out right now. Come on, Sheth, do something. And ThorZaIN, yeah, going to be losing everything. A few infested Terrans come out. That medevac is not going to be getting away. That does go down at the same time. ThorZaIN still over here, losing a few of those Marines to the Banelings, and the rest getting fungal growth. We have this 1 Viking. Oh, no, that's a Marine just running around. The hatch does go down thanks to the tanks on this low ground. And again, that all goes to ThorZaIN being able to abuse the map. And now this 1 Marine not going to let this Overlord live. ThorZaIN does damage wherever he can. And now this Viking is going to come, knows this base is complete, so we'll see if ThorZaIN does go and attack that again. And that is a lot of Overlords for Sheth with relatively no units in it. And Sheth trying to do a little bit of a run by, but ThorZaIN does get in the way with his Marines. Now going to be moving up. He has all these Marines clumped. A few fungal growths could ruin his day. Actually, just 1 would ruin his day, as the rest would follow. He is going to be going back from medevac, going to be doing another drop. And these tanks are relatively unprotected, but ThorZaIN does have them split up very well, so the Lings can't really run up close. Sheth is going for Ultralisk play right now, and here we go. Another drop comes, but Sheth does have 3 Spine Callers, actually 4, so this drop can't really do too much. ThorZaIN, though, trying to kill this Queen, and does he? Oh, no, he does not get the Queen. And it looks like he is going to be going for this 1 base now, just trying to stop the mining from Sheth, keep him contained to as few bases as possible. And Sheth trying to get a few Spine Callers up. There's actually a Ghost here. Doesn't have cloaking yet. I'm kind of curious why the Ghost is in this drop. Maybe just snipe. Ghost is going to get hit by a few Banelings, does go down. This expansion doesn't die, and ThorZaIN also going to be losing this drop. Doesn't really do too much damage. ThorZaIN, despite killing all these hatches, he has only killed 9 workers. It is 91 drones, 282 SCVs. And going over the saturation, it looks like Sheth all around okay saturated. I don't know where all his drones are. Maybe he just has like the perfect amount of bases mining because can't really see too much. We do have a lot of units coming in. ThorZaIN sieging up just a little bit late. All these ultras going to be doing a lot of damage as they do get up close to the tanks, but ThorZaIN does have a nice spread. EMP, some of those infested Terrans are now coming out. And ThorZaIN taking a big loss right now. 146 supply to 163. Keep in mind, Sheth is ahead by about 13 workers, so the army tab still relatively even somehow. Going over the units, we do have 1 tank, 5 Mirage, 17 Marines, 2 Ghosts to 5 Ultras, 3 Banelings, and 5 Infestors. All these Ultras are very low in life, so they will be taken out relatively quickly, and Sheth's supply will be dropping because of that. Ultras drop so fast to those Marauders. And now this one Infestor is going to be taken out. 200 supply to 143 now. We do have 10 more Ultralisks on the way. It looks like Sheth is just going to be mashing the Ultralisks. And these Spine Crawlers really do help against the drop. Sheth now going to be saying, okay, let's take this base. This base would be the smarter base to take, actually. Yes, I could get dropped. Yes, that will be annoying. But a few Spine Crawlers deals with single dropships pretty well. And if he moves any more dropships than like 2, he risks getting fungal growth and losing them all for relatively nothing, as we have seen. And it looks like we do have a Baneling bomb coming in from Sheth. Will ThorZaIN move his SCVs out of the way? This is very odd since, well, Sheth hasn't really even showed he has Overlord drop yet. At the same time, just has a few lings right here, but I'm more interested at this. 10 worker... It was like 7 worker kills from that. Sheth coming in with a lot of these Ultras, and ThorZaIN in a lot of trouble right now. 150 supply to 186. And ThorZaIN trying his best to kite. Fungal Growth does miss on that Infestor. Ghost coming in, and the Infestor doesn't have any more energy. Snipes going down on those Ultras. He does have Banshees trying to deal with these Ultras. Trying his best to kite, but that is so many Ultras. 9 Ultralisks. And, well, it looks like ThorZaIN is going to be losing here. There goes the GG. Sheth does take ThorZaIN out, and I think it mainly came down to the one engagement, I think like 10 minutes ago. Right here, maybe, was it? No, it was a little bit sooner. See, he's doing that drop. Hold on, it'll come any minute now. Won't be too long. Do we have Ultras? 2 Ultras on the way. Do-do-do. There's that run by. Right here. Sheth pulling back, so it's not right there just yet. So let's see if Sheth has any reason for going in. A few Baneling landmines, I didn't even notice that. Doesn't see Terran just yet. I'm just curious if he sees the tanks out of siege mode when he does decide to go in. That double drop here, we still have some time. There's that Ghost. So what makes Sheth decide, okay, now is the time? Pause it. Let's go to Shethovision. Let's see what he's looking at. Here we go. Let's see what makes him decide to... Okay, here we go. Few lings do see that. You can see immediately everything does go. That handful of lings is what wins Sheth the game right here. Not wins it, but does so much damage. Those Ultralisks coming in. Let's see when the tanks do siege. Okay. So all the lings come up, and let's just watch this Marine health real quick. Tanks gonna siege up. Ultra's already in melee, and now all the Marines go down. Few Ghosts here, not really sniping that much. You can see they're at max energy. Gets EMPs off on these Infestors, but I mean, since the Ultras got in melee range of those tanks, that's what did all the damage. And again, those lings getting melee range as well, that shouldn't happen. ThorZaIN just overextending himself just a little bit. I'm curious if ThorZaIN had the Watchtower, if that could have prevented this. Let's see. He does not. Ooh. So, this is why you always get Watchtowers. Pause, everyone. Oh, he does have a few Marines on the Watchtower. So he sees this force right here.
Mineral field depleted.
So, okay, yeah, he did see it coming, and I don't know. I think that may have just been a mistake by ThorZaIN, thinking that Sheth would not be engaging. You can see his vision. He sees all those lings. Sees Ultralisks right here. Now he's pulling all his forces to try to get in position. But Sheth spots this with a few lings, like, I gotta go now. And the tanks still retreat and decide, oh my god, I cannot get in position. Let's just siege up, minimize our losses. But yeah, there we go. That is all she wrote. Let's just go look at Sheth's APM and injects while we're here. And then it will be a game, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Ooh. And, well, open up SC2 Gears. And how many of you are going to be watching Archer tonight? Such a good TV series. I cannot wait for it. I think it's actually going to show in about 2 hours from now, so pretty awesome. Open up StarCraft. Install replays. Ah, Sheth. Thor. Game info. Let's go this graph first. This is how we normally do it. Let me just double check. Yeah, you guys can see this. So we have macro APM for Sheth 95, 59 for ThorZaIN. How does he do that? That is so low, I think. Like, maybe it's not. Who knows? 101 micro for ThorZaIN, 103 for Sheth. Redundancy for ThorZaIN, 15%. That is so low. Every click matters for ThorZaIN. He may only have 135 EAPM, but you know what? He only has 161 spam APM. Every single click counts. He is so precise with his actions. Sheth around 199, and his redundancy is 21%. EAPM 157. There's the chat log. Main building control. We can see Sheth. Very nice injects. Kind of falls right here near the end. Let's see, when does he get maxed out? Let's go to production supply. Maybe this doesn't say maxed out. Yeah, I don't think it does. Darn it. Let's see, where's the first 200? Right here. This line. So this is the first time he hits max out right now. I think that is Sheth. Is Sheth blue? No, Sheth is blue. So Sheth maxed out right there. So now we can switch over to injector graph, main building production. This is where he hits max. This is around, I guess, minute 12 or 13. That can't be right. Oh well. Let's see, minute 12 or 13. No, it's not. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that one. I don't know how that production supply works. I'm pretty sure that's where 200 is. 200 supply. Right here. That's like 2... Oh, wait, he does lose units. Okay, that's really hard to calculate. Never mind. We're not going to worry about that anymore. Yeah, take care, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace out.